everyone. Thank you for joining me on our YouTube channel, Flippin' Hippos. I am Star, and today we're going to be covering the highlights of our sales from Mercari and Poshmark in the month of November. If you didn't watch the highlights of October, I'll have that pop up at the end for you, and you can watch that at your leisure. And in that video, I talked a little bit more about cross-posting, about how things are selling on both Mercari and Poshmark for us as I cross-post more and more and utilize my list perfectly in a more streamlined process. And I talked about how we do these videos a little bit differently versus eBay What Sold videos. It's a bunch of information. It's at the beginning of that video. If you haven't seen it, you can watch it at the end. But I'm going to jump right on in, so I'm not keeping you forever today. I have a lot to show you from Mercari. We had 28 sales on Mercari in the month of November. Now, compared to eBay, 28 sales is like, what? You can do that in 3 days on eBay. But that is a lot for us on Mercari. We have really been increasing our sales over there as we cross-post more and more. So, without further ado, we're going to start with Sully. He is from the Disney store, but he is a special UK version. Let me show you his tags where it says London. So this is a Disney store from the UK. And so when I comped him, I actually typed that in to make sure that I was looking at the Disney store UK Sullys and not the ones from America, just in case he was worth a little bit more, or unfortunately if he was worth a little bit less. I wanted to make sure I was looking at exactly the same plush I had. So he did comp around $24 to $25 on eBay. He went up for $24 on Mercari, and then he sold on a best offer of $21. And our profits then were $13.50. after our fees on Mercari and paying for shipping on Pirate Ship. By the way, I don't think I mentioned that in October's video, but on Poshmark, the sellers do pay, the buyers pay for the shipping and you ship priority. On Mercari, you have a choice of the buyer paying for the shipping or offering free shipping. And we offer free shipping and just price everything the same way we do on eBay with free shipping. And then we use Pirate Ship to make our labels, and the discount on there is very comparable to the discount we get on eBay. Here we have a Tascam remote control rewritable CD. This is a rare example of a remote control that is worth a ton of bunch of money. You can see that it sold for $75. So if you guys ever see these Tascam rewritable CD remotes out there in the wild, grab them up, snatch them up. This came in a wholesale lot, so we really had a nice surprise when we comped it. It came out of a huge pallet full of thousands of remotes, but this was a very exciting find in our wholesale lot that we purchased. Cost of goods on this was like 25 cents, maybe 20 cents. So our profit was $61.75 on this one remote. We did sell a handful of remotes again in the month of November on Mercari. Electronics do really well over there, as well as Plush. We sold this pair of Levi's that had been on eBay forever and a day. Moved them over to Mercari. They moved within a few days. So what I'm learning is that a lot of things that sit and don't sell on one platform, sometimes if you cross-post it to a different one, it will sell somewhere else. So these Levi's 505 women's jeans are size 16. So that is considered a plus size, a little bit bigger. And they are the straight leg right there on the waistband. Whenever a brand is nice enough to give you the style or name on the tags or the waistband, use them in your titles. Use them as your keywords. These are things buyers are searching for. These sold on a best offer of $22. They were listed at $25, and our profit was $10.36. Next up, we have a Build-A-Bear Triceratops Dinosaur. Triceratops Dinosaur. He came out of a wholesale lot. His cost was about $1, I believe. and he's super cool, super big. He's been on eBay for forever and a day. Moved him over to Mercari. He moved within a week. He was up for 28. I took a best offer of 20. Our profit was 15.15. Next up, we have a Hug Fun Little Pony plush. This is like a My Little Pony ripoff, I believe, but I just kind of stayed away from anything using any words other than Hug Fun Little Pony because that's on our tag. I didn't want to get hit with any zeros or anything like that. But anyway, this little pony sold for $15. Our profit was $9. Next up, we have a Grand Theft Auto game. This came out of a wholesale lot. You guys have probably heard me talking about on eBay quite a lot in the last several months. We got a bunch of these video games in the cases, a PlayStation and an Xbox for a really good deal. Everything is sold. The PlayStation, the controllers, the Xbox, all of that has already sold. Most of the games have sold. We just have a few stragglers moving out the door now. This sold for $12, so our profit was $7. Then we have a vintage Nintendo Pokemon Charizard. This had some damage to it. A few loose threads on the top of his head, and he has a small hole on the back of his left ear. You can see where I said, see last 2 photos for details. I'm pointing this out to you for a reason. This had sold on eBay once before, and the buyer opened an item not subscribed for the damage and sent it back, and we refunded them half of their money, as you can do with the return system on eBay. It's like the seller protection they have. He opened a false item not subscribed because this is the same exact listing I had back then. I disclosed all of the damage. They didn't bother to read. And so because I could prove to eBay that it was in the condition, I just refunded him half of his money and then relisted him. And then he never moved. So I decided to try him on Mercari, and boom, he sold for $40. So our profit was $31. But if you count the shipping the first time, because we did free shipping and then we had to refund, probably more like $25. But that's still cool because he was 50 cents. But yeah, just keep that in mind. I know this isn't an eBay video. This is about Mercari and Poshmark. But if you ever have buyers open false item not subscribes, you can always report them. Make sure you block them. And when you go to refund them, there should be the ability to refund less than the original amount. And you can always type in why you're doing it. And even if they fight it, eBay will usually not side solely with them. They will refund them, but let you keep your money as well, and you don't get any defects. But that is there to protect you. But yes, he did sell again. And sometimes no matter how many places you describe damage or what you write, people just don't read. All right, next up we have a t-shirt that wouldn't sell on eBay. Again, it wouldn't move, moved it over here, it sold. This is an Adidas shirt we got for, I think it was 50 cents. So our profit was around $8. Sold for 14. Versus Versace. This I found for 99 cents. I picked it up because I recognized the brand as being a good brand, Versace. This sold for $40. And so our profit was around 31. It's a nice top. Nice brand. It actually has been on eBay for 2 years, and it sold on Mercari within 2 days. Again, I cannot stress enough how important it is to cross-post and make sure that you're cross-posting everything. My system was not that great prior to getting everything into my catalog on List Perfectly. And now that everything's there, I can easily see what's on what platform and get it all cross-posted. This should have been moved over to Poshmark and Mercari 2 years ago. But again, looking at your eBay listings, it's not always as easy to see what's listed where as when you're using the List Perfectly catalog. Next up, we have a Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom giraffe. So cute. 50 cents. the Goodwill. It is an official Walt Disney World Disneyland Resort plush. I really thought he would go for a lot more, but he did sell for $10. So I will take my $5 profit. And I did mention in one of the eBay plush videos that I sold a barista bear on Mercari. We sold the Easter Bunny barista bear on eBay for $17 and some change. We sold the Rudolph over here for $21. It was listed for $25. Went on a best offer for $21. And this came out of a wholesale lot. Our cost was about $1. So our profits was $14.99. And then we'll jump over to just a couple of Poshmark highlights from the month of November. Here's some Guess low-rise Foxy Flare jeans. Guess is a pretty good bread and butter brand, especially these ones with the names like Foxy Flare. I do really well with the Foxy Flare. This is one style that I will always pick up. 14 looks a little bit low, but they pay for shipping on Poshmark. So if I had sold these on eBay, they would have been listed for $22 and free ship. That would be the equivalent of selling for $14 on Poshmark. Our profit was $7.59. Next up, we have a pair of White House Black Market size 4 jeans. This is an example of something I would not source nowadays. These are older. These have been on eBay for about 3 years. Moved them over to Poshmark, and they finally sold after a couple of weeks of being over there. I think it's the size. Size 4 is not a great size. It's not one of those extremely small sizes that sell really well online, and it's not a bigger size. So they did sell for $19 though, and our profit was $11.74. We got them for 99 cents, and like I said, they've been around for a couple of years. Next up, we have a Lemon Lime Gecko by Gans Webkinz. Gans Webkinz is a solid bread and butter brand, and once in a while, you'll run into one that's worth a lot of money. This one did not have his code. He is called Lemon Lime on his tag. Let me show you. He's a Lemon Lime Gecko, and his number is HM200. I try to include that in the titles as well. He sold for $14, so our profit was $10.05. Next up, we have another lizard. Look, 2 lizards in a row sold on Poshmark. This is a Kohl's Cares from Eric Carle. So again, Kohl's Cares is a good brand. They have a lot of Disney characters from children's literature, children's TV shows. It's good for bread and butter. I wouldn't pay more than like $1 for most of Kohl's Cares, but I would pay $1, maybe $2, depending on the animal. And they typically sell for about $18 to $25, depending on the character and where it's from. This one sold for $18, so our profit was $13.40. And then last but not least from our highlights is a pair of silver jeans. These sold for $30. So if these had sold on eBay, I would have sold them for $38 because I build in the $8 padded flat and then do free shipping. So silver jeans at $38 nowadays is pretty good. I used to get more money for them, but $30 to $40 is good nowadays. They've just unfortunately a brand that isn't worth what it used to be. These are Eco jeans, and our profit then was $17 on these. So silver jeans will still give you a good profit. You just can't start them off at $50 like I used to. I like to start them around $40, maybe a little bit less on Poshmark because they pay for shipping. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below. Until next time, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.